Welcome back, legends. I hope you're all fantastic. I have an absolute treat on the table today because I've got 8 Boss Waza pedals in front of me. In fact, I think the only one that's missing is the HM2 Waza, but you can check out my in-depth video with that. Huge shout out to Ed at Boss here in Australia for getting this over to me. I've got it on loan for a couple of weeks, basically to make a bunch of rude guitar noises with, and I'm pretty excited because I actually haven't tried some of these pedals before. What do we have? We've got the Waza tuner, which is going to be very handy because I think I have to tune my guitar, and you will notice that it's lighting up blue, which is kind of cool. I'm actually not too bad. I'm pretty close to being in tune. Then we have the Blues Driver. I have never owned a Blues Driver or even played through one before, so this is kind of exciting. One of my favorite pedals of all time. The Boss Super Overdrive. This is the Waza edition, the Metal Zone Waza, which I have featured on the channel before, the VB2W. Never played one of these before. I know they are classic pedals. The DM2 Waza, again, haven't tried that one, but I do own an original DM2, so I kind of know what I'm in for there. And then the CE2W and the DC2W, which I have demo videos for on my channel. Let's start with my clean sound. This is my old Strat. It's got some Michael Landau signature pickups by Sir Guitars in it. Neck pickup, nice and clean. And we're in stereo. I'm actually using the ODS models in my Axe FX3. Something like that. Let's start with the Blues Driver. I don't know what to expect, so we'll start on the classic mode. I would set any kind of overdrive pedal up with the drive at minimum and level and tone at about noon. So let's see what it does. That is very subtle. Just turning it on at the settings I started with kind of sounded like it cut a little bit of bass and gave it a little bit of a mid hump, so it was just kind of like an enhancer on there. I'll bring the drive up. Let's see how dirty we can get. That is interesting. That's kind of a texture of distortion I'm not super used to. It's pretty dark sounding. Might just crank the treble up a bit, and then we'll hear the Waza mode. Definitely not cutting as much bass there. That is a lot thicker sounding. So I actually kind of like that lower drive setting on there, and I'll bring the treble up on the Waza mode. One more blast through this. Kind of like it a lot. We will have to hear that on a dirty sound in a little bit. Let's hear the SD1 Waza. I'll start in the kind of standard mode, and then we'll go over to custom. With a clean amp, I would normally start with a drive quite high on this. I want a very smooth kind of overdrive here. Let's hear the clean, and then the SD1. very cool with those two together. I like that. All right, I want to hear the difference between the standard and the custom mode on here. That is a lot thicker sounding. That suits the Strat really, really well. I'm looking forward, again, to trying that with some dirt. The Metal Zone Wazacraft. Into a clean app with a Strat. I'm on the custom mode. I hope I'm still on the custom mode if it's the one to the right. Whatever the mode to the right is, I actually can't see over the top of the pedal, but this sounds pretty cool. It's like secretly a really thick, awesome fuzz. Good old Metal Zone. Alrighty, the Vibrato VB2W. Never tried it. Let's put it on. What's this meant to do? That's awesome. I really, really like that. I really, really like that. I didn't expect that at all. The rise time is kind of interesting on there. And then, you know, it's very, very wobbly, but in a pretty musical way there. So looking forward to combining that with some of these other pedals on here. So DM2W, I think the standard and classic or standard and custom modes will give you an extended delay time. There's also a little expression jack here if you want to control the delay rate. So this one's interesting because as you turn this knob to the left, you get more delay time. So let's check it out. do that stupid self-oscillation thing on there. DM2 and VB2W, that is a pretty nice combo. Now I'm running this before the chorus and the dimension over here so that I can kind of stereoize things. Let's just flick the delay off. Let's hear the CE2W. This has CE1 modes on it. I've demoed this previously on the channel and it gets really, really close to my original CE1. So we'll start in the standard mode. You know, boss, chorus, what much more could you ask for? In the CE1 mode in the middle, one part of the stereo spectrum is modulated and the other is actually dry, just like the real CE1. And then the Dimension C, I've got it in the SDD mode over here and mode 3, which is my favorite. That's magic, and that with something like the DM2, this is going to be pretty awesome. I also kind of like that this is very subtle, this is very wobbly, and this is kind of in between, so you can see why people would own all three of these. Let's roll with this. I'll bring the dimension in and out. That's a pretty sick combo, actually. Metal Zone, DM2, Dimension Chorus on there. I could boost it with something like the SD1 as well to go super, super crazy. What is this? The overall gain? Yes. Okay, so check this out for a combo. I'll bring everything in one. Alrighty, using a dirty tone as a starting point, I want to compare the SD1 and the Blues Driver in the custom modes as boosts. So level all the way up, tone kind of cranked. Let's go. That is a very spicy tone. It's funny, on the clean sounds, both of these pedals in the custom mode with the extended low end was kind of nice with single coils, but in the standard modes where they're cutting more low end is kind of more useful for this down-tuned filth stuff. I will put the Dimension C on top of all of this, and what else can I do? I don't know, I'll just kind of play around a little bit more. I am enjoying this particular combination. Now, I have to say, I'm really enjoying the CE1 mode on this with a low rate and high depth, kind of as a standard chorus, and then the Dimension C is widening everything, kind of the way you would use a traditional chorus and some pitch detune in stereo in like an 80s style rack sort of thing. This SD1, you know, you hear it in front of the filthy tone, and it is just that extra little bit of spicy chili sauce on top of whatever you're enjoying right there. It makes everything that much better. We should do some Metal Zone grindy stuff with this. So I'll flick this off. Let's just see what the Metal Zone does in custom mode in front of some fill. That is a pretty good sign that I should probably finish this video up. Too much fun on there. Absolutely too much fun. If you've got any questions about any of these individual pedals, let me know in the comments. And if you would like me to either demo some of the pedals that I've not demoed before or revisit some of the pedals I have previously demoed in the past, let me know in the comments section. Again, massive shout out to Ed. What an absolute legend. Send Ed some love in the comments section below. If you like what I do here on YouTube, you can support my channel in a variety of different ways by clicking some of the links in the video description. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Go out there, play some guitar, and be good to one another. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.